Hello student, I am Mrs. Harsha Dhope from Praveen Patil Polytechnic, Bhayandar. Today we are going to study last part of our chapter 1. Chapter 1 is Software Development Process. Learning objectives of these videos are: after watching this video, you will be able to know about the difference between prescriptive process model and agile process model. The next topic is selection criteria for software process model. Then first, the difference between prescriptive process model and agile process model. Prescriptive process model: in this product oriented process and technology are crucial. In agile process model, it is a people oriented process, favor people over technology. Okay, the main difference is prescriptive is a product oriented and agile is a people oriented. In a prescriptive process model, a traditional approach for software product development is used, while in agile process model, the recent approach for software development is used. In prescriptive model, traditional and modern approaches using generic process framework activities with medium to large cycle time, this concept is used. While in agile process model, cycle time reduction is most important. In prescriptive process model, the focus is mainly on tasks, tools such as estimation, scheduling, tracking, and control. While as in this agile process model, it focuses on modularity, iterative time bound, parsimony, adaptive incremental, convergent, collaborative approaches. In the prescriptive model, it includes waterfall, incremental model, RAD, and spiral. In agile process model uses the concept of extreme programming. In last videos, we have studied about types of prescriptive model. We have studied that waterfall, RAD, and spiral, an incremental model, and in agile process model we have studied extreme programming. You must watch the previous video. The next topic is selection criteria for software process model. Okay, then till now we have studied many process model. Okay, but what is the use of this process model? Process model is used to develop the software. Okay, so what will be the selection criteria for a particular software to be developed to choose that particular process model? Okay, we are having number of process model. Suppose we want to develop any software, then which process model should we choose that will have some particular criteria, and that is a selection criteria for software process model. Then first, if a particular type of project is there, then which process model we have to choose, that will see. Then if the project is a small scale project, and if the requirement of project is well understood, if existing manual system has to be automated, if there is no need for customer involvement in the project development cycle, then in that condition, waterfall process model is used. Second, we will see when RAD model is used. When project requirements are not clear, the system will be operated by noise users, and when the GUI of project is very important, delivery of the project is expected within a short period of time, then RAD model is used. The next is the spiral model. Then we will study when that particular spiral model is used. When the risk of the long project is not affordable, when the requirements are not known and will be known only with time, and when the project size is large. In that case, spiral model is used. Okay. When the particular project size is small, waterfall model. When the particular project size is large, then spiral model. Okay. The next is the agile model. Then when agile model is used, when the requirements are not properly known. Okay, we don't know what to develop, how to develop, and then second, for the system in which customer involvement is must. Means to develop a particular software, if customer involvement is must, then we have to choose agile model. If GUI of the project is important, then in that condition also we need to consider the agile model. Okay, then that's all about your selection criteria for software process. Then that's the end of the chapter 1. Just summarize what we have studied in chapter 1. First of all, we have studied definition of software, definition of software engineering. And we have studied software engineering as layered approach. Then we have studied types of software. Then we have studied software process framework. Then we have finalized difference between perspective process model and specialized process model. The next, we have started next point, that is the agile software development. In this topic, we have studied what is the extreme programming, then what is adaptive software development, what is Scrum, then what is dynamic system development method, that is also called as DSDM, and we have studied Crystal. And then last topic, we have studied selection criteria for software process model. Okay, that all the topics we have covered. Then what will be the outcomes of this chapter that we have studied? By the end of the chapter, we can finalize which particular process model is applied to develop a particular software. Okay, according to that, you should able to finalize the process model which is applied to the particular software development. Thank you for watching this video.